Hello everyone, welcome back to the course on instrumentation and process control. Myself Nidhi Mehta, Assistant Professor at Chemical Engineering Department, LJIET Institute of Engineering and Technology. So, in our previous sessions, we have started with the new topic, which is response of first order system. In that, we have already seen what do we mean by first order system, how actually output of first order system respond to its input, and we have seen the change in input parameters if input is replaced by step input method or sinusoidal input method, then what will be the effect in our output. We have also covered mercury in glass thermometer derivation. So now today we will start with new derivation, which is mixing system. So what do we mean by mixing system? In case of mixing system, we are trying to do a mass transfer operation, right? So there will be a mass transfer equation which will be related to mixing system. In mixing system, we are taking fluid and mixing some solid into this particular fluid. So what will be our aim? Our aim here, as you can see, is to determine transfer function relating outlet concentration, that is concentration coming out of this tank, to the inlet concentration X, correct? Now, let's just start our derivation. We are considering here mixing process. As you can see here in this particular figure, there is a tank and stirrer provided to it, right? And Xt is inlet salt concentration, while T is outlet salt concentration. Q remains the volumetric flow rate, which is constant throughout the process. V is the volume of this particular liquid hold up inside the tank. So volume of hold up remains constant here, right? So we are assuming that tank is having a constant hold up volume, capital V. So let's just start. Again, we know that in any derivation assumptions are essential, right? So here we are doing two assumptions. First one is we are assuming the density of solution to remain constant and the flow rate in is must equal the flow rate at outlet, right? That is, we are assuming constant density, we are assuming constant flow rate, and we are also assuming that liquid hold up volume is constant or fixed. So all the three values in flow rate, density and liquid hold up we are assuming to be constant. Next assumption is that the hold up volume of liquid we are assuming to be constant. Now let's just simply apply a mass balance for salt in the given system. Why we are applying mass balance? Because we are dealing with mixing process, right? We are dealing with mass transfer operation. That's why we need to use a mass balance equation, right? So when we apply mass balance equation, as you can see, flow rate of salt in minus flow rate of salt out should be equals to rate of accumulation of salt inside the tank. So what will be the inlet flow rate of salt? Volumetric flow rate Q multiplied by concentration of salt at the inlet, which is X. So Q into X is our inlet, and similarly Q into Y is our outlet, because Y is concentration of salt at the outlet. Now rate of accumulation can be written as d by dt into Vy. V remains volume of hold up, Y is the rate of salt or concentration of salt at the outlet. So this is rate of accumulation. Now our next step is to apply steady state balance, right. So applying steady state conditions, as we know that anything which is changing will turn to be 0 at steady state. So d by dt equation will be 0. So this can be written as Qx of S, that is concentration of salt at steady state condition at inlet, minus Qy of S, that is concentration of salt at outlet at steady state condition should be equals to 0. Now subtracting equation 2 from equation 1, so you will be getting this equation Qx minus x of S minus Qy minus y of S equals to V dy minus y of S by dt. Introduce deviation variable, instead of x minus x of S it will be capital X, instead of y minus y of S it will be capital Y. Now shift the terms, take this y of S common and just transfer the terms. So y of S upon x of S equals to q upon Vs plus q. So we can take q common from numerator and denominator. So the term will reduce as 1 upon V by Q S plus 1, and the term V by Q is nothing but tau, that is time constant for our mixing system. So this is the final term for our mixing system derivation, right. Now our next derivation is non-interacting tank. Non-interacting tank is basically those system in which there is no direct connection between two tank, right. When the inlet of second tank and outlet of first tank are independent of each other, this is the non-interacting tank. Now our aim here is to determine the relationship between this Q2 and Q at the first tank, right. Q remains the first volumetric flow rate, that is inlet volumetric flow rate. Q2 is our outlet volumetric flow rate from tank 2. So we will determine Q2 and Q relationship here. So this is tank number 1, in which inlet is Q, that is volumetric flow rate of inlet is Q. Outlet volumetric flow rate from tank 1 is Q1, and that is serving as inlet volumetric flow rate for tank number 2, right. And from tank 2 the outlet is Q2. H1 and A1 are hold up volume and area of tank 1. H2 and A2 are hold up volume and area of tank 2. R1 being resistance of tank number 1, R2 being resistance of tank number 2. Now let us just start how we can solve this particular derivation. So for solving this derivation, we just simply need to do or to follow these 3 steps. In first step, we will derive transfer function for tank 1, that is we will derive relationship between inlet and outlet flow rate for tank number 1. In the second step, we will similarly derive an inlet and outlet flow rate relationship for tank number 2, and then in the third step, we will simply multiply both the equations or both the steps, step number 1 and step number 2 to get the desired output. Now let us just start with the first tank. So these are the 3 assumptions. First assumption for this particular derivation is liquid is having constant density. Second assumption is both the tanks will have their uniform cross sectional area. Tank 1 will have A1 cross sectional area, tank 2 will have A2 cross sectional area. And the third and most important assumption is that flow resistance R1 and R2 are linear. Now let us just start with our first derivation or tank number 1. So if we do a balance around tank 1, so it will be inlet minus outlet equals to accumulation. So inlet for the tank 1 is Q, outlet for the tank F1 is Q1 and accumulation A1 dH1 by dt. So this is our first equation. Similarly, if we do for tank number 2, it will be Q1 inlet minus Q2 outlet equals to A2 dH2 by dt, which is accumulation. Now we will apply steady state balance equation or steady state condition for both the equations 1 and 2. So you can see here it will be in the form of like this. Now before applying steady state equation, let's just develop a linear relationship, flow head relationship, the similar way what we have done in liquid level system. So Q is volumetric flow rate, that is outlet, Q1 is outlet volumetric flow rate from tank number 1. It can be related to H1 and R1 as Q1 equals to H1 by R1. In the similar way, Q2 is equals to H2 by R2. Now what we can do, we can simply combine equation 1 and equation number 3. That is, instead of writing H1, we can substitute the value of Q1 into R1 here, right. So it will be Q minus Q1 equals to A1 d Q1 R1 by dt. Now we can apply steady state condition to equation number 5. So it will be Q of S minus Q1 of S equals to 0. Is it clear? Now our next job is to subtract equation 6 from this equation number 5. So it will be Q minus Q of S minus Q1 minus Q1 of S equals to A1 d inside bracket Q1 R1 minus Q1 R1 S by dt. So once you introduce deviation variable, that is Q minus Q of S can be replaced by capital Q and Q1 minus Q1 S can be replaced by capital Q1. Once you introduce deviation variable and take Laplace, this will be our final equation for first tank. Similarly, proceeding with the tank number 2 and following the same step, you can obtain this equation for tank number 2. Now what we need to do is we simply need to multiply both the equations and we can get our desired result, that is H2 by Q equals to 1 upon tau S plus 1 into R2 tau 2 S plus 1. So this is our desired result for non-interacting system. Hope the things which we covered today, that is mixing system and non-interacting tank, both the derivation are clear. Thank you.